Philly, Joe and Kirby podcast.
This is the Philly, Joe and Kirby podcast.
I agree, Joe. Hard not to sing along to that one. The Tragically Hip. Good morning, 92.1 City. Philly, Joe, and Kirby at 6:12 on what? It's a Wednesday. Feels like a Tuesday because of the short work week for us anyway. But lots going on this morning.
Yeah, it's Would You Rather Wednesday for one. So you get to put your thinking cap on, as my old elementary school teachers used to say.
Your thinking cap,
After 7 o'clock. We also have Bush tickets again this morning. More tickets to Saturday night at the Burt Block Party. And now, as Kirby mentioned in the news, we have tickets to the Winnipeg Whiteout Watch Party that's happening at Canada Life Centre for Games 3 and 4. If you want to see yourself on national television, that's the place to do it. I mean, there's going to be a lot of great establishments showing the game, and you're supporting local when you do it, but there'll be a lot of people that are going to want to be inside downtown Winnipeg.
It's just better to be with people watching a game. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Like,
not always. Not always. If you're a hardcore fan of a team, I can tell you for a fact there's some days it's just better if you're watching on your own. And I'm talking about with no family even sometimes.
yeah, that's fair. But I mean, I don't know. If you're into that, like...
Well, you're not a big sports fan, so it would make more sense that you would want to be with more people.
The party vibe, right?
Sure, for sure.
Yeah, there's just more of an atmosphere. So I'm excited about those watch parties down at Canada Life Centre.
I respect both. Sorry, Joe. I respect both sides. Like, there are times that you go to a Bomber game, man. I'm a big Bomber fan, and I enjoy being around people for Bomber games. But then I don't know what it is. If there's like a Game 7 or just a big, well, you guys saw me, Super Bowl, my 49ers.
I'll never do it again.
I know, both of you. You
Kirby and I are going to do it, but not with you.
Honestly, I haven't recovered from that.
Yeah,
so.
it was. I was agitated because the game wasn't going my way, and it's just. I hear you, Joe. There's certain times you just want to be locked in on the TV without other people around you.
Yeah, just happens sometimes. But I know what Kirby's saying. This is a party. This is the playoffs. If you're going to go watch a Jets game, I mean, hey, there might be a couple empty rows up top. If you want to be alone at some point during the game, I can't help you get up there, but talk to one of the ushers.
Well, who didn't have FOMO watching some of the whiteout, stuff going down, with games 1 and 2? So
I will be totally honest with you. I did not have FOMO because I'm at that stage in my life where I don't want to stand on pavement for about 5-6 hours with that many people that close to me.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to have been in the environment of being a part of that going into the game, if that makes any sense.
In the barn.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just past that point of standing around. Plus, I get all anxious if I'm wearing that much white. I know I'm going to spill some.
Philly, Joe, Kirby.
Philly, Joe and Kirby
Podcast.
The Philly, Joe and Kirby podcast.
James Hetfield, Kirby, you're telling us, was at the Leafs game last night.
yeah, he was up in a box and he got a big loud cheer from the crowd on the Jumbotron midway through the second period, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of photos popping up this morning on social media of him at the game.
Going to be a fun couple of days there.
Our boss is going to see
Iron Mike.
Come on, you lucky bugger. Be nice to get them to Princess Auto Stadium in the next couple of years. Dare to dream. Cross our fingers. That would be amazing. On the Boston Pizza text line, we were at the outlet mall last night, and there was a guy walking around the mall wearing a white top hat, long white trench coat, and white runners. Not sure if he's still in party mode from the last game or getting ready for the next one early.
Well, thank God, because trench coat stories don't usually end in a positive.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
this is good.
I have noticed, like wearing a jersey all the time, that's a given. You're seeing a ton of jerseys all hours of the day. Doesn't matter if it's a game day or not, and that is awesome. But I have also noticed just more general whiteout outfits like this on non-game days.
On non-game days,
Well,
it
that's
seems
it,
a
yeah.
little, that's just, I don't know,
It's a bold move.
It's a bold move.
Yeah.
And I love the commitment.
I mean, everybody knows what you're up to. if it wasn't Jets playoffs, it
Yeah.
might be like, what the hell is this guy doing?
And you're right. It's your non-traditional Jets merchandise that's out there, too. There's some neat stuff like the white hoodies out there, and the logo changes a bit every year. And then I think it was even at Royal Sports, I saw they have the old Jets logo on a hat with the Goals for Kids logo on the side of the hat. And apparently they're selling like crazy.
Okay.
Nostalgia, right? And this is going to be a good run for the playoffs for sure with this team. A lot of people are buying in right now. So
It makes me wonder how committed we are. Why don't we find something that we wear all over the place every day, all day? Togas,
It seems comfortable.
bathrobes, all like the white.
bathrobes, Interesting.
I don't know.
This guy's doing it. He's at the
Yeah,
outlet
trench
mall.
coat.
I
Not
feel-
my thing. That's what he was wearing.
I'm trying to
I
visualize
like
Joe.
to stick to Joe in a trench
White
coat.
trench coat.
I like to stick to my non-logoed
Blue sundress.
limited edition
Yeah.
blue
Very limited.
sundress.
Very
Just
limited.
the one,
Yeah.
no logo.
And nobody really knows that you're supporting the team
Oh, they know.
when you have that.
Put it
blue.
this
know.
way. You could have been walking in the outlet mall with your outfit, and we wouldn't be getting a text today thinking that you were supporting the Jets.
The Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
I remember the tour when they came to Winnipeg twice in the last 15 years, 10 years. They kicked off the show both times with that song. It's unbelievable. And the sirens.
Can you imagine?
That's playing.
I wonder if
Oh.
Siren, who calls in on the bone phone, was at that show. Adding to the, another siren in here. I will say this. When you get to that level of a band with that many iconic songs, and you sit there and you're putting a playlist together for your umpteenth tour, it's amazing that more bands don't break up. Like,
Yeah.
because, I mean, there's got to be enough of, do we have to play that one more time? And other guys are going, come on, are you kidding? That's our Gravy Train
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Like, the arguments.
The set list. I
Yes.
bet, man.
Putting
Like,
it together.
How do you come up with that? That's the song you open up with.
Yeah. That could be the song you end with. I mean,
Wanna-
just as easily.
Yeah.
There'd be some pretty good arguments, I think, in those band rooms.
That's right. 7:13, Philly, Joe, and Kirby coming up at 7:45 this morning. Speaking of wicked shows, we've got tickets for the Burt Block Party, headlined by the Glorious Sons. I'm pumped. I've never seen Glorious Sons. I'm embarrassed to say that. I've heard nothing. Like Kirby, you've seen them a bunch of times. They're all I hear is how great they are live.
Yeah, they're just such a great. They remind me a little bit of The Hip because they do also come from Kingston, Ontario. So they've got like that stage presence that's very engaging with fans.
And there's some awkward movements from their lead singer, too. Like,
Brett,
Is he still barefoot on stage?
Always.
Yeah, that's got to be hard on the feet. It's you know what I mean.
I don't think he's worried about it.
Well,
He seems to be having a great
think
time.
when he down the road, he's going to be like, I should have been wearing shoes. Like, my feet are in rough shape.
If I ever had the chance to interview them, I would ask Brett. I would say, like, man, you've had to have an incident where you've stepped on something uncomfortable.
Yeah, glass, maybe a tack.
Like stages,
Lego.
Like even they were out at Rock in the Fields of Minnedosa, Lego, all over the stage.
So that roadie.
But like you're on a stage outdoors like that, and you're gonna like.
Slivers.
Right? There's got to
Maybe.
be something that you got to worry about, and there's cords, and anyways.
Message to Brett. In about 20 years, when he's walking around inside his house and he's starting to wear proper footwear inside his house because the arches of his feet have been destroyed.
Skechers.
He's wearing his Skechers inside the house in
Kind of
20
seems
years.
like a Crocs kind of guy. I'm gonna be honest.
I had a chance to see them at the Burt actually play, and they are absolutely tremendous. And it's going to be a great show. But JJ Wild and then Everclear on that band. Like, let's be honest. I think Glorious Sons alone would have been a good attendance getter, but they added some nice stuff. So we're going to do that, with completely useless trivia?
7:45 this morning, yes.
And then there's Bush tickets later on, maybe in the 9.
Yeah, that works.
Kirby's looking forward to that show on Tuesday. I can't recall the last time Gavin Rosdale and those guys
It's
were
been
here.
a very long time since they've toured Canada.
And this is a big tour for them. It's an anniversary year, right?
And you forget how many bangers Bush has.
Yeah.
Like when you start
God.
going through the library, it's like, whoa.
16 Stone
Yeah.
is like hands down one of my favorite albums.
Absolutely. Someone says on the text line, Brett 100% does not own shoes. Yeah, I believe that. I do.
Yeah.
Can't get service at most restaurants.
This is the Philly, Joe, and Kirby podcast.
And this one, I guarantee you, Joe will have a passionate opinion about this one. Would you rather take the last piece of pizza in front of everyone? Like, I mean, everybody notices that you're grabbing it, or hope someone else doesn't take it first. So hang back and, like, cross your fingers that pizza stays there, or go grab it.
I'm going to hang back because I can't be that person. I just can't.
Well, you're eating the veggie pizza, so there's always 2 of them left over at the end.
Yeah,
you never
don't
have to
be
worry.
waiting too long.
It's usually 8 pieces.
Okay.
8 pieces sitting there.
But I think about this too when it comes to nachos, like being the person that grabs like the nacho that's left that has all the cheese on it, like the coveted nacho. Like, you can't be that person at the table. I don't want to be that person.
You don't want to be. You're waiting. Okay, Joe.
I'm never the last person. I'll always give it to the other person. Not nachos too, even though this question was about pizza. Why do you throw me off with other food choices I enjoy?
Sorry.
Here's the thing with pizza. I would let my buddy take the last piece of pizza.
Wow.
And only because I could eat pizza 7 days a week. And so you can always order another pizza.
Phil would totally take that.
Oh,
piece
I'm
of
going
pizza.
in hard,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
will push
And
people
that's okay.
over.
I would gladly just let you. You wouldn't have to push. I just move out of the way. Say, Phil, go ahead, you
Sorry.
Wolverine.
Sorry, Gail. You're doing a good job in accounting, but I'm getting that last piece of pizza.
I think I thought about nachos because one time we ordered it, the 3 of us. I can't remember where. We had nachos. And I swear to God, I blinked and you guys had eaten these nachos.
Yeah, don't blink. That's your fault. There's no time
Like,
because I'm not
it was
breathing.
for the table. I swear to God, I didn't
Who had
even have any
ordered them?
nachos.
Who ordered them?
You.
Joe usually on.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We're
If
like-
you had ordered them, I'd feel pretty bad right now.
No.
But if you hadn't ordered them, then get in on the program.
I was busy talking, and I swear to God, you guys had hailed them.
Imagine that. You busy talking. Anyway, here we go. Talking massage therapists here. Would you rather have Edward Scissorhands as a massage therapist or Dr. Octopus? Dr. Octopus, of course, Spider-Man's enemy. He has the 4 appendages resembling, tentacles.
Yeah.
I would have to go with that guy because, like, cupping is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's very good, Kirby.
Cupping.
You've tried it, Joe, the cupping?
No, it's a very good answer you're giving right now.
I've had
Okay.
cupping. It's good, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you get the bruises, but I would go with the I would
Dr.
less,
Ock.
less chance I'm going to get sliced up with those hands.
But he
with
is a
Edward
bad guy, though, Dr.
Scissorhands.
Octopus.
Yeah.
So you got that to worry about.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of aggression to take out on me.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, that's a lot of suction to try and remove at one time. I'm going with Edward Scissorhands, and I'll tell you why. Because I could get my back hair trimmed at the same time.
Wow. Oh my God. You get your back hair dealt with and a massage.
That's it. Timing is everything, Kirby. Time management.
Time management, yes. Let's wrap with this. Would you rather super fancy restaurant on a date and you have to ask the server if they have a plunger handy for the bathroom or ask the server if they accept 2-for-1 coupons from an outdated treasure of value book?
Oh,
Right in front of the person you're on the date, right in front of your date.
Oh my God.
One of these questions has to be asked.
Oh, I can't do the plunger. Like, that is just. I can't.
You have a plunger in the back there? I was just in the bathroom. It's nasty.
I would do the coupon.
Coupons.
hey, I'll tell you what. I think I might have found the loophole on this.
Okay.
Because, well, there's a lot of people that use coupons, and right? Winnipeg's known as a wholesale town.
Very
Everybody
true.
had one of those treasure value books. Probably still have one in my glove box. But here's the thing. You can always put the heat on. Hey, I went into the bathroom, and you're going to have to send somebody in there with a plunger because there was a problem in there before I got there. You don't have to take the heat with the plunger. The coupon might not get you a second date. You don't know, especially if it's expired. And then you really have to go to the pocket. But anyway, I'm going with the plunger.
Plunger at 529. Hey, you guys got a plunger?
It's
By
a
the way,
little sus
I
that
got-
you're bringing it up, though.
Why?
Well, because if it wasn't your fault, you would just leave.
Oh, well, no, Joe's a good guy. He might be looking
Well,
to
I'm
help
saying
out.
the restaurant, if there's water overflowing out of the toilet, don't you think they would find out sooner or later? You got to tell them.
This is the Philly, Joe, and Kirby podcast.
Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJK into more ears.
Let me tell you, if there's one question, and I don't have any doubt about this, in the entire province, if there's one person to ask one question to, sending us a text message and asking Joe what kind of toppings or how he anything about pizza, boom. He's the guy to ask. You get more questions about that than any other.
Someone had heard me talking, I guess it was a week ago, about the special thing about pizza is it's like no other food, because no matter where you go for pizza, it's going to be different than the next place. You know, they say two snowflakes are the same. But it's true, and people are very passionate about their pizza and what they like about it. Some places have a great crust, and some places you go for toppings, or you want a thin crust because the dough's a little denser, right? That kind of thing.
I'm all about the cheese. I know people are
Yeah.
all about the sauce, but like
If you're gonna say all about the sauce, that's this guy. Okay, don't be. That's called gimmick
not to-
infringement,
yes, I know. Not to step on your toes there, buddy, but
buddy.
I really do like the cheese. It has to be high end.
Well, that's a very good point, because there's some places that don't use the best quality cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, I like
And
low end
that can
cheese.
make a difference. Yes.
Phil, you would eat any kind of cheese.
Yeah,
Like,
you know what?
it could be made of cardboard, and you'd be like, "Oh, this is great."
I've never met a piece of pizza I didn't like. There are varying degrees of awesomeness when it comes to pizza. I'll say this: thin crust. I way prefer thin crust. And then the other day, I had a pizza and there was olives all over it, and that would never be something I'd get back in the day. But I loved it. Oh, there was meat and olives, and I'm like, and big, like whole olives. I'm like, I think I just love olives now, and on a pizza, they taste great.
And you and I would never share a pizza because I don't like olives on my pizza. And people say, no, you can take them off. Well, here's the problem. When you do that with some toppings, the residue is still involved on the pizza.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That's
it depends what
why
you want.
people like have offered me like, oh hey, like I got pepperoni pizza here. Like if you just take the pepperoni off, you can
Right.
still eat it. And I'm like, well, no, because
The juice is still on there, the grease, the pepperoni juice.
Yes.
but it's definitely been offered to me
Oh.
many times. Like I'll just take the meat off, and I'm like, oh, that's great.
That meat grease that soaks through the box.
Yeah,
Yum.
I'm okay. I'm
That-
all right.
You know what? That'd be a great April Fool's joke for somebody like yourself. Like, hey, we're gonna have pizza today, and bring in like an all meat pizza, and just say, hey, you can just take off the meats and then have a cheese pizza. Could you imagine?
The Philly Joe and Kirby Podcast.
Today's completely useless question is about dating. A new report, 2025 report, says the first date should involve something like this. 25% of people are more likely to get a second date because they actually did this on their first date. It involved something. So take restaurants out of the mix, okay? Less traditional. So in 2025, 25% of people that took this survey, the people that took the survey said on their first date that doing this, something different, non-traditional, led to them getting a second date. What was the number one answer? What were these people doing outside of going to a movie
Oh, so
or
it's-
going to a restaurant?
It's an activity-ish?
Yes.
Okay, I got you now. 780 City, 780 2484. Good morning. Do you have a guest for us?
Good morning. I'm kind of stumped. Kirby, can you help me out, please?
I'm always a fan of a night at Rumors, so a comedy show.
Good answer. Not in the top 5.
Okay. Thanks for playing. You can always try again. You know, nothing wrong with getting through a couple of times. Look at the poor boys. Good morning, City.
Hey, how you guys doing this morning?
Is this Vinny?
That's the Vin Man.
Vinny, you
Vin.
sound. Are you on a payphone? You
He's
sound
got a bit of
different.
a cold. I think he's got a cold.
No, I don't have a landline. I got a cell phone. Well, I had a cell phone. I was using my landline calling you guys all the time. I switched it up.
Okay.
Why sound muffled or something? Or-
Yeah, you sound like you're hiding under your bed or
I
something.
thought you had a bit of a cold.
Okay.
You
You're like
sound
the fifth person who said that.
you sound just fine, Vinny.
No, I hope you're
the
okay
Queen
if
of
you have a
Radio,
cold.
man, you're cool.
I hope you get well soon.
No cold. No, I quit smoking. So ever since I quit smoking, I'm coughing all that stuff.
Oh, yeah,
out.
yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
that's-
It'll
yeah.
take some time.
So,
Good luck on that, man. That's a
know.
tough thing to break.
oh, it is. I had maybe half a cigarette yesterday, but that was it. I just It's tough, but I'm getting there. I'm getting
Attaboy.
there.
I'm proud of you.
You got a guess for us,
Thanks,
Vin
Dave.
Meister?
Queen of Radio. What's the answer?
I'm going to say, let's see. What about an escape room? I just did one of those on the weekend.
No. They can be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Hockey, have a good one,
See you,
man.
Vinny. Have a good day.
Yeah. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
I think he was going to tell us love you.
Yeah, at first I thought he needed help there.
Hey, got the banger yesterday. Hasn't given us a hockey prediction.
Oh, there is. There's one.
There is for tomorrow?
There's a
Okay.
yeah. I didn't get a
Nice.
chance to play it.
Not tomorrow's a perfect day.
No, I'm going to play it at 8:20.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
780 City for Burt Block Party tickets. Go ahead with your guess.
Hi, is it like going on a hike or a walk in the park or something?
Number 2.
Oh,
Now you're on to this. Okay,
Hiking.
that's good. I know. God love you. Hiking. Be well.
oh, thanks.
Am I
Some
glad?
people like to be active, okay?
No. Hey, this is a 2025 report. I'm just basically saying I'm glad I don't have to be active in 2025
I
to
can't
date.
imagine you guys dating, honestly.
Hiking. Oh, my
You-
God.
We're legends.
You guys are very lucky.
780 City. Hi there.
Hi, good morning. Can I have a lifeline, please?
You sure can. Philly or Kirby?
Philly.
Okay.
2025 report says that first dates that involve something like this, like hiking, are 25% more likely to lead to a second date.
Let's go with a car ride somewhere, like long. Like we're going outside the
Are
city.
you picking up a dog from the
No.
Humane Society?
Car rides are nice. Road trip.
Then you go for a hike. Maybe it's a double combo. No, it's not a car ride.
Damn it.
No.
You're going to wash the car?
That's my move.
We're bringing the dog.
We're going to
for a
Regina.
car ride.
780 City, 780 2484. Good morning.
Kirby, help me out.
Go voting.
This will be something Kirby would probably do on a date, I would think.
Stop.
Would I do it?
No, I don't think so because, I mean, you've been married for a long time. You're not just going to... And you're busy. Like, you know, your
he
dates are,
is.
oh, hey, I'll meet you at the rink. One of the boys are playing hockey. I'll
get a
buy you a
hot
hot
dog.
chocolate. Yeah, no, but it's true. That's just the way life gets, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, is it like a paint night?
No.
Okay.
But that's very good. Very good.
Painting night.
It's a very good guess.
Do you paint each other at paint night, or is it like...
See, this is where Phil and his imagination is going to get
No,
himself
I didn't
in
mean
trouble.
that. I didn't mean anything. I just
He
meant
meant
their
like a
faces.
profile,
Yeah,
like
your faces.
Oh,
Portrait,
yes,
a
yeah.
portrait,
No, I
yeah.
mean, you can, but like I've gone on to one of those places where you pick out a ceramic thing, like
Yeah.
off the shelf, like a mug or something, and then you paint it.
Gotcha. Hi, City.
Hi, meet with, like, do something fun with family members?
No, nothing to do with family. Not on a first date. That's a lot
Please,
of pressure.
for the love
No.
of God, don't
No.
bring your family on the
We're
first
meeting my
date.
parents somewhere.
This is my dad. He has a hard time hearing me. You're gonna have to speak up.
What?
I'm just dropping in. We're just dropping in. We're not staying long.
Hi, City.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
We're boy number 3.
Oh,
Poor boys.
Okay.
Hey, we haven't heard from you all week.
Yeah, it's been a minute for me to get through. The other
Yeah.
guys have been hogging up the airwaves.
Yeah, 4 and 5. We still haven't. We still haven't met.
Those two, I tell ya.
We barely heard from 1 and 2.
Well, I've got one in the passenger seat right now, so
1 doesn't talk. I know that.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead
But,
with your guess.
Before, you said the painting was pretty close, so I'm going to say pottery.
No, not pottery. No, that idea though. That's
okay.
that
From
kind of.
Ghost.
It's that kind of.
Yeah, great scene. Doesn't all pottery end with that?
That's all I think about when I see
yeah.
when I think of like a pottery date. Is someone like behind me, like that
With
scene,
Cher and what's his name? Patrick.
Swayze and
Swayze.
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore.
Oh yeah, Demi
yes.
Moore. Sorry.
Okay, you have a good day, poor boy 3.
You too, guys.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. Burt, block party tickets on the line. Good morning.
Are there any lifelines left?
Yeah, Philly or... Oh, is
Yeah,
there? There are.
I think we need him today.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Come on, bro. Philly, let's do it.
All right, bro.
We know hiking was number 2.
Skiing.
No.
Cross-country
God.
skiing.
No.
Or downhill skiing, snowboarding.
No. I'll tell you right now, the correct answer is a lot less intense than hiking.
Okay.
This is a first date, Phil.
Yeah.
Wow, Joe has
Like-
the cross-country skis.
Live in the chalet. That's how I usually meet my first dates, in the chalet. Just tell them I ski. Just keep them next to me on the chair with a cognac and my goggles.
Oh my God, stop.
I was already out earlier. I'm good. Hi, City.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
That last clue just threw me for a loop, so
Sorry.
wipe one.
Philly or Kirby?
Let's go Kirby. You said she'd do it.
I think so. I think you would.
Is this like a farmer's market?
Hello!
Hey, I was going to... That just popped into my head, too.
I
Yes.
love a good vintage market or a farmer's market.
Yes, because you can actually purchase like a trinket of some sort that doesn't carry you too far into the date. Like, you're not buying an engagement ring here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can, hey, look, we just bought something local, supporting local. It seems to be the new thing. Hiking was number 2 because you're enjoying the outdoors. Believe it or not, the number 5 answer was intriguing. It was sitting outside, but doing like plane spotting or something. Like you're out in a little bit of a
You're
deserted
laying on
area,
the
laying on the hood of the
ground
car if you
and
want, listening to
watching
Kenny
planes?
Chesney. I don't know. and
wow.
watching planes.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Hey, it's the loud guy. Yeah, I'm still working in the same area, still going through the traffic circles. But when I approach the one and I'm about to exit it, I'm like, why is this van coming into my lane and thinking that's the lane you're supposed to enter in the traffic circle? Guess what? It's not. He had a very stunned look on his face. So did I. Anyhow, so I get through the second traffic circle, and then I must have the most mellow retired fella ever in front of me, because it turns into an 80 zone and then into a 90 zone, but he thinks 55 is good. 55 kilometers an hour. I'm like trying not to tailgate. I have to keep letting my foot off the gas.
Out for a cruise, probably playing some, I don't know, Neil Diamond in the on the stereo. Just chill.
No kidding. Sounded like a video game there, loud guy with the traffic circles. You made it out, and all of a sudden, right?
Yeah.
It's a wrinkle thrown at you while you're playing the video
A new
game.
challenge.
New challenge. Yeah, new level.
You'll remember yesterday it was Guilty who called up and was calling out Leaf fans. Like, oh my God, the environment at Leaf games compared to the environment at Jets games. You can't even compare them.
Hey, good morning, PJ and K, Captain Canada calling. Hey, I just wanted to reply to a buddy here who doesn't think the Leaf fans are too crazy. I just want you to make up my mind. If we get too rowdy, too excited, you tell us that we're crazy and we're already planning the parade. So I don't know which way you want me to go. And really, I don't know why you're worried about us. I am so glad the Jets got rowdier crowds, bigger crowds. That's fantastic. But wasn't it just a year ago the Atlanta Jets were talking about folding because the attendance was down? So, man, just worry about your own team. Have a great day. Bye.
There was some response
Fair.
to that yesterday, too, from Leaf fans.
Yeah.
Saying, you can't talk about a fan base if that was the narrative at the beginning of the season last year, right? But it's interesting. Hey, there's nothing more passionate in this country than hockey fans and all the different debates that will go on during the playoffs. There's the other take. A lot of people are happy about how many Canadian teams are in the playoffs. And people were actually saying, as much as Ottawa-Toronto should be a good series, and it's been tight, they didn't want to see two Canadian teams facing each other until a Stanley Cup final. So
Yeah, I agree.
you're getting all kinds of great takes on it.
Every night there's a Canadian team playing, and it's exciting.
I say this right now because Rogers Xfinity, if you have that cable package, you have to try Multiview, where you just talk into your remote. I tried it last night. And all of a sudden, the two games pop up, and you can flip to the volume, whichever audio you want, and then you can go right back to the big screen if you want on your television during intermission. It's such a cool feature. So hit the mic button on your remote, just say Multiview, and the games will pop up, the two games that they've chosen.
Do you have to have a smart TV or
No,
Kirby's
it's just you have to have
Toshiba?
Rogers Xfinity and you have to have the Xfinity remote.
All right.
Is that what our sales guy Steve came in and told
Yeah.
you about yesterday?
Well, we got an email about it actually before Steve came in here and told us about it. But
well, I
know.
read the emails.
I know, but I'm just telling everybody out there that might have the Rogers cable package, formerly Shaw, if they have that set up with the blue. What was it called originally?
Blue Sky?
The Blue Sky. With that remote. It was a wonderful feature for hockey fans because 2 nights ago, you had those games getting close to overtime, the Edmonton comeback. You could have been watching both games at the same time and turn the audio to whichever one you wanted.
I can't wait to try it. Okay, let's wrap with Guilty. And I guess Guilty was growing a playoff beard, but it sounds like he's going to abandon mission.
All right, I take back that grow the beard thing. It's already driving me nuts. I've caught it on my zipper, on my little pull-up sweater twice. How can you run a beard? I'm sorry, but and aren't they like fly traps? So now I digress. I'll do something else for the Jets for the playoff run. Let's dream something up for me. But no, and Joe, you weren't gonna. You like being clean shaven too. I know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Joe doesn't. Joe, you shave every day or every other day.
Much, yeah.
I don't get flies in my beard, so I don't think I do.
Is that a thing?
There's fruit flies coming out of my beard.
Drinking too much wine, I guess.
For more Philly, Joe, and Kirby, log it into 92.1 City weekday mornings 6 to 10.